I like to think that I have like one of the greatest ex-girlfriend this is a good like party story. If people are going on talking crazy stories, so I dated this girl for a little while in college. It was one of those like classic like very hot and cold toxic college girlfriend.
Yeah, we've all had those.
Yes. And like I kind of like did it to spite my sister who like was like not on board with this person, and I was always like taking my sister's car. My sister was 2 years ahead of me in college, so we shared a car one year, and it was like the worst year of our life.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I'll just take the keys and steal the car and whatever else. So anyways, so this is like this relationship is pretty fresh, and like I'm going to go visit this girl for the first time. And she lived a few hours from where my family lived in a different state. And so I did not know this, but it was going to be like the craziest like couple of days of my life. So I had noticed that in all the time I had known this girl, like she would never hardly ever talk about her family.
Yeah.
Her parents especially. So we go. And I'm pulling in this like really nice neighborhood in this like suburb of Washington, D.C., just this gorgeous neighborhood. And I was like, well, this is really nice. This is cool. Big old whatever brick house, pull up.
Yeah.
And the house is all like dark and spooky. And the girl I was dating was at the door. And she's like, oh, hey, like, you can meet my family. My dad wants to show you where he works.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right. So, and I had never really still had the picture of like what her dad did.
Yeah, for like a living.
Yeah, just like a vague reference to he was like a small business owner or whatever.
All right.
So the mom, I walk in, the mom is just like on the couch, doesn't really acknowledge that I walked out. I was like, hello. I'm very like can be kind of like bubbly and stuff, and I'm like, all right, just trying to like, hey, here I am. This is me.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi. It just like looked away. I was like, okay. And then,
dude, and here's the thing: you have, and I find this with sevens, like you guys have that type of personality where it's like, if somebody doesn't like you, they're the problem. I don't try to think black and white, but like that's typically what I think.
Like, what's your problem? First of all, second. So then, like the little brother comes running down, like a teenager, younger teenager, barely out of middle school.
Yeah,
comes bounding down the stairs, and this kid is like. Yeah, how really crazy, man. I was like, oh, okay, this energy level just went up like 500.
Yeah.
Then the dad like comes walking down the stairs, and like the energy level just gets like sucked out of the room. This very severe, stoic person.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you must be Philip. Yes, I'm so and so. Well, let's get in the car. We're gonna get something to eat, and I'll show you where I work. That's what we're gonna do. I was like, okay. So we get in this car, and so somehow I find myself in the backseat with the little brother, and my girlfriend's up at the front, and her dad's driving, obviously. And
that's so weird. Why wouldn't she like sit there back there with you?
I know, it's so weird. And let it be known, this is like it's pitch black.
Oh my!
It's like 9. It's after 9 at night. I remember that. I'm like, so we're gonna go get food, okay? And where do you work? Like, okay, whatever. So we pull up like right outside of town, and it's this big. I just see a building and like a big old parking lot. Nothing going on there except some like smoke coming out of the chimney or the furnace, whatever. And we pull up to the back of this building. So it's dark as heck. So like I can't see any sounds or nothing. So I'm like, we pull up, and he's like, all right, get out, let's go. So
very aggressive.
Very, very aggressive. Not good vibes. And so the kid, her brother, and her just run to the door like they're at Disneyland. I'm like, okay, this is
fighting to get in.
Yeah, fighting to get in. And I was just like, man, holy heck, like what is this place? It's just like very warehousey looking. It's the back. So we walk in, and I'm just immediately struck by the smell of like antiseptic and fluid and blood. And my mom, her whole career is in anesthesia, so I'm very comfortable around a hospital. I was visiting my mom at in between her surgery breaks, having lunch with her or whatever. So this is the smell I'm getting. Is like,
oh my
I was like, bro, it smells like very medical, like somebody died in here, or something like. And the dad like makes this comment. He looks up at the smokestack thing. And he's like, it smells like somebody's having a cookout, and they're all just laughing. Oh, they're having a big old time. So we walk in the back, and all of a sudden I'm seeing these like these like these big metal slabs everywhere, and I was like, what the, and these like IV looking tubes. I was like, what is this? And
Dude, this. Have you ever seen Smallville?
Yes.
Sounds like a scene from Smallville, but it's not like a happy family thing. It's like
yes, it sounds like a movie, but this actually happened.
Like the villain. Like,
that's exactly
his hideout.
It's just like, or like the big villain reveal. You know, this is where I do my evil bidding. So like, he's like, oh yeah, in case you're wondering. He's like, this is where all the embalming happens. And I'm like, it's all coming together. I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, it's just the shop. And then there's like the cremation room over there where they like, that's what was going on with the smoke.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. So there's like two people looking there. Of course, a very creepy looking older guy just working. Oh and I was like, this guy must like.
He's still there at night?
Yeah, I mean, somebody was cooking the, whoever, no disrespect to whoever was getting cremated. So I'm like,
he's like, I work salary.
Yeah, he looks like he's like a part of the building. Like he's just this old shriveled, prune of a guy. And so then this guy doesn't say anything. Like so, we walk. He's like, well, let's walk out. Let's show you this and that. So we go and we walk through, and there's a few of these like chapel rooms, and they're like prepped for the next day. I.e.,
gosh, bro,
there's just like open caskets, like people ready waiting for the service the next day. Yeah. I'm like, I'm talking to my girlfriend. I was like, are there bodies in there? She's like, yeah, it's a funeral home. Yeah, of course. I was like,
it's just like gaslighting.
I was like, yeah. She's like, what do you think? It's like, it's a business. It's a business.
Yeah, it's a small business.
I was like,
oh my God, makes a living.
I'm not the weird one.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, why is this
nothing
the first
worse
thing we're
than
doing?
questioning your sanity?
Yes. I was like, why is this the first thing we're doing here? So, and like I said, I don't want to understate enough how like giddy we're at dad's work. Like both of them. Yeah. Like she instantly was like, instead of 19 or 20,
super crazy dad.
Yeah, she was like 14. Oh, isn't this nuts? So like, we're walking through there, and like this is this room and that room, and as you can see, we have a full lineup tomorrow, and blah blah. And I was like, bro, like, get me out of here. Like it could not feel more creepy.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. Well, I was like, we have to show you the and like before he could finish the word, both of the kids are like, the showroom. The showroom. I was like, what's the showroom? Bro, I'm like,
no way.
I'm like, this like has to be giddy. I'm looking for like the hidden cameras. I was like, this is nuts.
Yeah, I know.
So like we walk to the front of the parlor area or whatever, and there's this big room with the double glass doors. We walk in there, and oh boy flips on the switch, and it's just caskets.
Oh my god.
Everywhere. With like little cards like the bells and whistles. This one's got the blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
This one got Bluetooth. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
honestly, in the casket.
Yeah. So like the boy, I can't remember what his name is. I wouldn't say it. Let's say his name was Timmy.
Timmy
which wasn't his name.
That's a good younger brother.
So
name.
little Timmy just was like, yes, and just runs over to this like Timmy-sized casket.
Yeah.
And just jumps in.
Why do I feel like they're like, sometimes we have sleepovers in here?
Oh, 100%. Then the girl I was dating, she runs to a pink casket and just jumps in.
Oh my God.
The dad brushes past me, bumps me on the shoulder, brushes past me, and lays down in a casket. And then at once, like those old vampire movies, they like rise up out of the things. Come on, pick your casket. You gotta pick one. Try it out. And I was like, pass, hard pass. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah.
No, you gotta do it. Like, and little Timmy's like, come on, Phil, you gotta get in the casket.
What do you think we're gonna hang out at?
Yeah. What do you?
When you guys get married?
It's the showroom. It's a showroom. You got to pick one. Like if you had to pick one, what would you pick?
Yeah.
I was like, not interested. I don't want to do the casket thing. I'm so freaked out. I'm like barely.
Where's the mom in this?
Oh yeah, she's back home.
Oh, she didn't come. She's like, I'm just so wiped out from all the fun we had yesterday.
Yep, I'm watching my program. Don't bother me. Yeah. So mom's back home watching her whatever she's watching. Dad, Timmy, and girlfriend are in a casket. And I'm trying to like text in my phone in my pocket like, this is crazy. Like I gotta come home tomorrow. Like I'm supposed to be there for like 5 days.
Yeah.
So I say no a few times. They keep going, come on. So that classic awkward, do it, no. Then the dad gets up gets out of the casket, closes the lid. Fine. We're out of here. I was like, what? And like,
I wouldn't even have drove home with him. That is so terrifying.
Timmy's like, Dad, come on. No, he's like, no, we're out of here. I get it. I know how it's gonna be. Like this whole family gaslighting me, just like, what? You're such a jerk. Like, so girlfriend is like, the girlfriend's like, thanks a lot.
What, she said that to
Thanks
you?
a lot. What's your, like,
Philip, you really ruined this whole
she's
thing.
like, what's your problem? A what? I'm like, what? I was like, this is like every red flag that exists.
Dude, this is literally a skit from I Think You Should Leave.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever seen
like,
that. But
I always think, like, I had a friend tell me once, like, in the right setting, that could have been kind of like a really cute, like, hilarious story. They would have, like, if they would have been a little different. I was like, I don't know.
If
it was still like getting the
replace,
casket.
like, coffin with like he sold like bed mattresses or something.
And I literally had never met any of these people. This is within the first 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm tired. I've been driving, whatever. Blah. So he's like, you know what? We'll just go through the drive-through. Get in the car. So we're all in the car.
My mood is ruined now. I don't even want to go inside.
I'm back there with, you know, the little jack of all trades, Timmy in the back, just bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
Asking all these questions about college. I don't want to talk. So we go through I think it was like a Friendlies or one of those, like, you know.
Yeah.
And like what does everybody want? So they're all getting like cheeseburgers and fries and stuff like that. I just got like a chicken sandwich or something. And so we go home, and the mom is in the same spot, doesn't acknowledge anybody.
Yeah.
So they all just eat in their own little spots in the living room, and I'm just standing at the kitchen counter with my food. And I was like,
not even with
cool.
your girlfriend?
No. She's like,
she at?
She's brooding because of like my behavior. So
I can't believe Philip ruined this for all.
So I was like, well, son, I'm going to just show you where you'll be sleeping tonight.
Oh.
So, and mind you, there is that empty guest bedroom,
Yeah.
unused, upstairs.
Surprised there wasn't a casket.
You'll be in the basement. So I go down to the basement, and it's this like half-finished nightmare fuel after I just experienced the funeral.
Yeah, this is where we put the people that aren't appreciative of what we do for a living.
It's like their great-grandmother's pull-out couch bed. Has like a, like a quilt on it and some pillows. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. Thanks. Good night. So I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Nobody else. So like lights, I turn off the lights. I just get in bed. I was like, start texting all my friends. I was like, bro, like, and my mom didn't want me to go. Yeah. She's like, this is not a good situation.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pick on you. I don't like this girl. She's not for you.
Yeah.
Your sister doesn't like her. I don't like her.
Yeah.
Side note, if you have a mom and a sister and they both don't like the girlfriend, it's just not going to work out. It's not going to happen. So that they're both like, told you so. She's crazy, blah, 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 blah.
This is what you get for doing it out of spite for your sister.
My dad's like, it can't be that bad. Just, it's fine. Don't be rude. I was like, no, I've got to find a way to get out of here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So hours pass. It's going on like the witching hour, like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
This is a true story. Let me emphasize this. I'm in bed, and I can hear like these like heavy footsteps coming down the stairs on the main floor. Like all these doors opening up and like,
yeah.
And it's definitely not the girlfriend, because she's like this. It's like sounds like a grown man, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it's not Timmy. So like, I just hear the basement door open, and I see this like crack of light on the stairs. And I'm like closing my eyes, like, you know, like I'm squeezing my eyes, like barely pushing it. I'm like,
yeah,
what fresh hell did I walk into in this house? So like, I just see the dad's head like slowly poke around.
Oh my gosh!
And like, no. I guess just making sure I wasn't up in the daughter's room or something.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and it's just like, and I mean, it probably was 10 seconds. To me, it felt like 20 minutes. I'm just closing my eyes, kind of looking like, you know, peeking, and just staring, not moving. I'm just like, oh my gosh. You know,
you
I'm
comfortable
like,
down there?
Like, yeah. And then it just doesn't say a word, just closes the door.
Oh my gosh.
So.
And he said this like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Oh,
so it's like he got up to check.
Yeah, got to check on me after 3.
Set an alarm.
So the next day it was a Saturday, and I remember that it was the fall because West Virginia had I'm a huge Mountaineers fan.
Yeah.
And I was just like, want to watch this game, and I'm like, I don't know what we have planned today, but I've got to find a way to just leave.
Yeah.
Not even 24 hours into this 5-day trip.
Yeah.
So like everybody is still furious
Are you
breakfast.
everybody's refuse to get into
everybody's giving me the cold shoulder. Everybody. Nobody's being nice. Bro. No one is being nice. Oh, there's cereal. Just you want to get a bowl of cereal. So I'm like, bro, okay.
Everyone gets waffles. So he gets a bowl of cereal.
So as a 7, I was like, I need to win this. I need to turn this ship around.
Caring what people think about you. Can't let it go.
Yeah, I can't let it go. We are going to have fun.
This would be my girlfriend too.
Girlfriend says, you want to watch some like football game or something? I was like, I mean, if we have plans, that's fine. I can listen. I'll catch it later.
Yeah.
No, we'll watch your game.
Oh gosh.
This is like, I mean, and this is before the word gaslighting was popular, but this is this is the.
Oh, dude, this entire time I've been thinking in my head.
Yeah.
This is the definition of gaslighting. If you're like wondering, hey, I don't really know what the definition of gaslighting is. This is the perfect story to fully understand what gaslighting is.
We'll watch your game.
To fully question your sanity for like. Being weirded out by like,
and it's all like it's a whole like, what are they like? It's only about 3 hours. It's fine. We want to watch your game. Watch your game.
Oh my.
No. We'll watch the game. I was like,
the most condescending way ever.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and have a seat. So I'm sitting in the living room.
Yeah.
I am miserable. I'm like, nobody's talking. Nobody's smiling.
Yeah.
And so Timmy, the son of a gun, like, hey, we got to order pizza if we're gonna watch sports. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
So they all decide, this is a psycho family right here. So they all decide, instead of just getting like a couple large pizzas like normal people, everybody's going to order their own pizza with exactly what they want.
Personal pants?
Yeah. So get whatever you want. So I'm like, so I'm thinking like my favorite kind of combo, if I pick 2 toppings, is like banana peppers and pepperoni. I love it together. I'm I just love it.
Yeah.
Now get what you want. Add more. Add more.
Yeah.
I like mushrooms. I like, okay. No. I said, do I look like a cheapskate? I'm like,
what the heck, dude?
All right, I'll do it. I'll get a couple.
I make a lot of money from the business I own, so you better pick
I own a funeral home. So like, I'm at like 5 toppings. I'm like, I'm for real good.
You're like, I can't even pick anymore.
So he's calling the place, and so then like, what do you want, Timmy? Oh, I want this. No. That's way too expensive. So the son gets a cheese pizza. The girlfriend gets like pepperoni.
No way.
The mom gets nothing. The dad gets nothing. I could probably share with so-and-so. And I'm like, did you just set me up to be the most expensive? So my pizza.
Dude.
So what's the total? What's the total? My pizza's $23.
No way.
And like the kid has like a $7 large. The girlfriend has like an $8. So dude. I have been tomfooleried into like a $23 pizza.
What type of...
And I promise this is ending here. So I'm like, this is so bananas. Like, what is happening? I'm ticked off. I'm scared. I'm freaked out. I'm hating every minute of this.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend leans over to me. She's like, oh, I'm glad you got what you want. That was pretty expensive, though. And I was like, your dad forced me into these toppings, first of all. And I was like, your family sucks. I mean, I was 19, 20. Like, your family straight up sucks. Like, this is miserable. What are you talking about? I was like, they're fine. I was like, she's like, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight at this thing. I was like, okay. Then I wanted to go out to this like reenactment of
Dude, I thought you were going to say that like they got the pizza and they're all like, would be nice if I had some toppings on this pizza.
Oh, yeah, totally right. Like, well, we don't have money to pay our rent now.
Yeah.
So like,
because Philip had to get 5 toppings.
They wanted to go to this like chamber orchestra outside concert at this old plantation house in the DC area.
Yeah.
Snooze. So I'm thinking I'm eating this lunch. I'm at full panic mode as a 7. I'm like, I need to extract myself from this negativity.
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna go to the restroom. So I go down to my restroom in the basement, pack my bag, thinking. Go back up. I was like, oh, I gotta use the restroom. So I'm thinking, I'm talking in the bathroom in the basement. I'm calling my mother.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, you're right. I should never have come.
Yeah.
I'm telling her all this. I'm talking so fast. All this stuff that's happened. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, just leave. That if you don't feel comfortable, just leave. I was like, what do I say? She said, say that I need you at home or say that you're really sick.
Yeah.
So I grab my bag. This is exactly how it happened. I grab my bag from the basement. I walk up the stairs as fast as I can with all my stuff. Got a book bag, my light jacket because it's fall, and my little suitcase.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm going to put this stuff in my car, and then I'm going to go home. and she's like, what? Like, once again, mom,
babe,
mom
babe.
literally doesn't even acknowledge I've said a word. Just doesn't look at me. You know, Timmy's in his pizza, doesn't care.
Yeah.
The dad's just like, excuse me? And I was like, I'm out. Like, I'm gone. I'm out. I got, my mom needs me. I forget what I said. I walked straight out to my car. And I just drove home to West Virginia.
Dude. Did you even say bye to your girlfriend?
I thought, you're not leaving. I was like, yeah, I'm out. That's all I said. And then, you know, crazy situation. Like, so she's like blowing my phone up the whole way home.
Yeah.
I just like I was like, forget it. So that's my crazy story. So like, that was my, and that period of time.
You embarrassed me.
Was probably a total of like an 18-hour window. Because I got there like almost at 9 at night.
Yeah.
And I left before dinner time the next day.
Wait, did you leave before getting the pizza?
Yeah.
Oh no! And now
Boy, I said screw that pizza.
Yeah.
I said I'm out,
dude. And now all this family has to remember you is the rude, inconsiderate boyfriend that didn't even.
Can
eat
you
his
believe
pizza.
that son of a gun wouldn't even get in a casket? The disrespect.
Here's what I want. I'll pay $1 million to have this happen. I'm gonna find this family, interview them, and hear their side of the story.
Yeah, do it. Please do. You'll get a story. I guarantee you'll get a story.
I am just dying to know what their perspective of all this is.
I wish my mom had recorded the phone call from the bathroom.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
She's like, "What's going on, Phil?" I was like, Mom,
maybe if we could get, maybe we could get in contact with the FBI and see if they can track down that phone call.
Dude, all I heard from the next month, the rest of that break, we told you so, Phil.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I'm telling you, I'm on your side, Phil. I was like, Mom,
Philip, want to let you know,
I know
we love you, we want the best for you.
Yeah,
but I told you.
And my
so.
sister's
like,
right, my sister's like living high on the hog, man. She's just like, I told you. So that's my best. That's my best.
That
girlfriend
is so
story.
Crazy, man. Well, thank you for sharing that. The first time I heard this story,
so welcome.
I couldn't believe that I heard it for free.
It's
you
my best one.
Yeah, you tell stories so well too. Even when we had a break and you're telling me the story, like I was just like. So like I felt like I was there. Like you're just so.
I remember telling this. We were shooting that video for the music video thing for Stella.
Yeah.
And like everybody was just enraptured by this story.
Just losing our minds.
Yeah. Happy to tell it. Anytime.
Yeah.